Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the January 24, 2018 Lebanon Utility Service Board meeting. Looks like all the members are present except absent is Bill. And I did want to mention we had a working session prior to this meeting, of which we had some discussions on a few items, but no decisions were made. And with that, please rise and join me in saying the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, with that, this next thing on the agenda is approval of the minutes from our December 13th, 2017 meeting. Everyone had a chance to review the minutes.
Make a motion we approve the minutes.
I'll second.
Motion made by Neil, seconded by Jim to approve the minutes. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Next item on the agenda is Biosolids award of contract, listed as an action item. Michael Suson.
Good afternoon. This board approved the advertisement for the bid at the November 15th meeting. The wastewater treatment plant, as you know, generates biosolids daily. Biosolids, commonly known as sludge, accumulate at the wastewater treatment plant, and those need to be disposed of. So in 2018, we have the need to dispose of both liquid and dry biosolids. Bids were received from the following companies: Carl, Merrill Brothers, Prairie Creek Sod, and Wheeling Brothers. Westler Engineering has reviewed the bids and provided a recommendation along with the attached notice of awards, which I am in agreement with. These funds are allocated in the 2018 budget. It's my recommendation that we award item 1, dewatered biosolids, to Carl. Item 2, liquid sludge spring and summer, to Prairie Creek Sod Company. And item 3, liquid sludge winter, to Carl. In addition, I'm requesting that the board authorize General Manager Whitman to sign the notice of awards and service agreements corresponding with the recommendation. Any questions?
Questions from board members? Not, I would entertain a motion on that.
I move to award the hauling of the dewatered biosolids and winter liquid sludge to Carl Enviro Organic Recycling Incorporated, and spring and summer liquid sludge to Prairie Creek Sod Company, authorizing General Manager Mike Whitman to sign on behalf of the board.
Second that.
Motion made by Dan, seconded by Jim to approve the biosolids contracts. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye. Just to add a clarification, there's a winter hauling as well, and we need to make sure that is that.
That was a part of the motion.
Did you catch that?
I'd like that to be clarified.
Can I modify then, or do we need to?
It was in your motion, wasn't it, Dan? Or
I think it was. Yeah.
You mentioned all of them.
It's in the sentence. It's just split up per company as opposed to item.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, that'll work.
Sorry.
Yeah,
No, that's okay. We want it right.
Okay, you get the motion second.
Yeah, second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Next item is Utility Emergency Repair Program, Atlas contract approval. Michael?
Yes. On December 13, 2017, the board approved the notice of award to Atlas Excavating for the Utility Emergency Repair Program in 2018 and 2019. The purpose of this program is to obtain repair services in the event of a significant emergency that are beyond the scope and the capabilities of the Lebanon Utilities staff and all of our equipment. Butler, Fairman, and Seufert has reviewed the contract documents from Atlas Excavating, which were found to be in order, and and they are recommending approval of this contract with Atlas. Atlas is based out of West Lafayette and have done projects throughout Indiana. I'm recommending that the board approve all contract documents and authorize General Manager Whitman to sign on behalf of the board. Any questions?
Questions from board members? Not to entertain a motion.
I'd make a motion to approve the agreement with Atlas Excavating for the 2018 and 19 Utilities Emergency Repair Program and authorize General Manager Mike Whitman to sign project documents.
Second?
Motion made by Jim, seconded by Neil to approve the emergency repair program contract with Atlas Excavating. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Next item is guaranteed savings contract for water treatment plant improvements. Michael?
Yes. I'm going to go through this agenda item request. It's rather long, but I'm going to go ahead and go through it. This improvement project will construct a building addition, electrical upgrade for the Sugar Creek Water Treatment Plant, an upgrade for the water system controls for both Sugar Creek Water Treatment Plant and the Chicago Street Water Treatment Plant, controls for all wells, water towers, and other ancillary upgrades. This is a major project. Butler, Fairman, and Seufert is providing engineering services and project administration on this project. Butler, Fairman, and Seufert has requested qualifications from Bowen, Kokosine, and Thieneman and conducted a pre-response meeting on October 30th of last year. It included a site visit to the Sugar Creek Water Treatment Plant. Qualifications were received on November 8th by Bowen and Kokosine. Their qualification were reviewed, interviews were held in early December, and the committee selected Kokosine as the provider. As previously outlined, this project involves work on both water plants. However, the bulk of the work will be focused at the Sugar Creek facility. The upgrades at Sugar Creek are essential to complete an upgrade of the electrical and control systems, which require a significant amount of planning and necessitated several modifications to the proposed scope. These modifications have increased the price of the project over what it was budgeted for in 2018. To account for some of these changes, changes in some of the projects for 2018 will be delayed to 2019. These modifications, the work here, the additional modifications included work on a building and also other improvements that would be done at the same time and in a more efficient way. BF&S created a set of specifications for this project. Kokosine has reviewed these documents and has prepared a guaranteed maximum price for the entire scope of the project. It totals over $1.4 million. There are exclusions listed in the contracts that relate to an investigation and or remediation of hazardous materials such as contaminated soils, lead-based paint, hazardous oil in the existing transformer, which these are typical exclusions by contractors when they provide a proposal such as this. Now, with that all said, I'm recommending that the board approve the contract with Kokosine for a guaranteed maximum price for the project for $1,436,075 and authorize General Manager Whitman to review, approve, and sign all pertinent documents. I've said a lot. I also want to answer any questions that you may have, and we did have a pretty good working session where we answered questions and we had a pretty decent dialogue, but I wanted to open it up.
So Michael, what this project does is essentially upgrade important parts of our water treatment plants instead of essentially replacing certain parts that might not work well with other parts. and having to replace them later anyway. This is a full upgrade, much needed 40-year-old equipment, new technology, and important to both water plants. Is that right?
That's a good summary. And you know, a good analogy would be the fact that some of the computer systems that are being used right now are from the mid-90s. That's the technology. It's not necessarily the exact same computer that was there in 1990, but that was the technology. So this is taking a very good step forward in upgrading those systems, and it was a good summary.
Do we have an estimated start time and end time for this project?
As soon as the contract is signed, submittal process will begin. The estimated substantial completion is at the end of September. I don't have the date off the top of my head, but it's in September. But it's a significant project. There's a lot of equipment that's long lead times that we have to go ahead and order. But when you order pieces of equipment, you need to go through a submittal process to make sure you get the right item that you're specifying.
So it probably would it be a proper evaluation if I said that my mobile phone, my smartphone, which is smarter than I am, is a bigger computer, has more computer capacity than what the computers out there?
Very well could be. Very well could be, and especially some of the components that are in there that have been in there since the 1970s. We've got equipment that's been out there since the 1980s. I'm not an expert in capacities of computers, but I think this is just a huge shift. It's going to empower people. It's going to give people the best tools, and I think that's what the controls upgrade does, as well as the electrical. It's going to put the latest technology, be more efficient with motor controls, lighting upgrades. There's just a lot of good things that will be done. Instead of doing the project partially or piecemeal, this is a very robust project that will significantly change the plants. The Sugar Creek plant and the controls for both.
Michael, what we want to avoid also is waiting for something to fail and have an emergency where parts can't be replaced, and then we're in a position where we don't have a choice. We want to be more proactive and just get this done.
Yes, we would like to be proactive, and this is definitely a big step in that direction.
Very important, needed project. Are there any other questions or comments from board members? If not, I would entertain a motion.
Yeah, they really went into in-depth, proper proposal on what's being executed and justification of the cost. You know, we've just kind of lightly touched on the questions and the details that you guys so effectively gave to us in there, and I really appreciate all the work that you guys have done on it. So that being said, I'll respond and make a motion to approve guaranteed savings contract, and I think we did say it is a guaranteed savings contract with Kokosing, is that proper?
Yes,
okay,
that is.
I'm sorry for the stutter. Industries for $1,436,075 for an improvement project that would include constructing a building addition, a complete electrical upgrade for the Sugar Creek water treatment plant, upgrade water system controls for Sugar Creek Chicago Street treatment plants, controls for all wells, water towers, and other ancillary upgrades. Authorizing General Manager Mike Whitman to sign on behalf of the board.
Second.
Okay, thank you. Motion made by Dan, seconded by Neil to approve the guaranteed savings contract with Kokosing Industrial. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Next item is Water Utility Capital Improvement Plan Supplemental Agreement from Butler, Fairman, and Seufert. Michael?
Butler, Fairman, and Seifert's been working diligently on a water capital improvement plan, and there has been a lot of effort over the last approximately since April of last year on this the purpose of having a good capital improvement plan is to outline projects that are critical in maintaining and keeping our lines going where the growth goes. And so there was additional effort that is needed to get this completed. This additional effort is roughly around $5,000. It's exactly $5,250. So I am recommending the board approve a supplemental agreement number 1 for $5,250 from Butler, Fairman, and Seufert, and authorize General Manager Mike Whitman to sign the document.
Questions for Michael? If not, I would entertain a motion on that.
I'll make a motion
to approve supplemental plan number 1 for $5,250 from Butler, Fairman, and Seufert, and authorize General Manager Mike Whitman to sign the agreement.
Second.
Motion made by Jim, seconded by Neil to approve the supplemental for the capital improvement plan with Butler, Fairman, and Seufert. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Next item is wastewater capital improvement plan assistance. Michael?
As we worked through the water capital improvement plan, it became obvious that having a wastewater capital improvement plan would complement that effort and also give us additional perspective and planning for future projects. So we would like to get Butler, Fairman, and Seufert to assist us with this effort. So I'm recommending that the board approve the proposal from Butler, Fairman, and Seufert on an hourly not to exceed basis for $24,800 and authorize General Manager Whitman to sign the document.
Any questions on that?
Yeah, I just want to add that Butler, Fairman, Seufert did the construction improvement program, previous item, for the water side of the business, and that has proven to be an extremely useful planning document for us. So I would encourage the board to support what Michael, wants to do as far as working with Butler, Fairman, and Seufert on the similar construction improvement program for the wastewater utility. So I think this would be very good for us.
Questions or comments from board members? Not, I would entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve the proposal from Butler, Fairman, and Seufert for an hourly not to exceed $24,800 and subject to the terms and conditions of the general services contract dated June 17, 2015.
I would second that.
Motion made by Neil, seconded by Jim to approve Butler, Fairman, Seufert working on a water utility capital improvement plan. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Thank you, Michael. Next item is approval of claims.
I make a motion that we approve the claims.
Second.
Motion made by Jim, seconded by Neil to approve the claims. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Other business that may come before the board. I know Mike's got some comments.
I do. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Over to you.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Lebanon Utilities is your not-for-profit utility owned by you, the citizens of Lebanon. I was very pleased that during our recent bitter cold weather, our utility systems held up very well. We experienced no significant electrical outages. Same with wastewater and our telecommunications utilities. It wasn't until the very end of the brutal weather that we had a water main break. Overall, I am very pleased with how our systems operated and how our staff performed during such this bitter cold weather spell. On Monday, January 29th, our customer service department will be closed. Our customer service team will be at a training conference that day, fine-tuning their skills. Customers may still use our drop box, make automated payments by phone, or go to our website to pay their bill. Our other departments will be working as normal that day. Also, we appreciate the time that you took to be with us today, so thank you. And finally, please, be safe out there, and safe travels, especially tonight with the bad road conditions. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Mike. Any other board comments or discussion or, okay. Next item is opportunity for public comments. So I would open it up to anyone in the audience. Has any comments? Doesn't look like it. If there being none, next item is our next board meeting date is scheduled for February 7th at 5 p.m. Looks like we may have a working session prior to that, I understand. 2 hours, okay. Wow. With that, I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
I make a motion, we adjourn.
Second?
Motion made by Jim, second by Neil to adjourn. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Thank you, everyone. Have a good evening.